Yo, Jason, are you there? You're muted if you've been speaking.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Wow, so StreamYard turned me off twice then. All right, well, welcome to all of you. I don't know if they heard my first message. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess we're having technical difficulties tonight. I had a technical difficulty trying to get into the studio. I left and I came back in, Oscar, and the button was grayed out to join. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channels. Press the post notification bell so you don't miss another one of these videos, live streams, clips, shorts, or community posts. I'm your host, Jason Alamillo. He's your host, Oscar Montiel, co-host Oscar Montiel. Our two channels are J Sports and RTS with Oscar Montiel. For those of you on Twitter, on TikTok, we're at JSports58. He's at RTS with Oscar Montiel. Support us on PayPal. Round 2, Game 1, the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. I will go over the stats on the screen on commercial break. Right now, the Golden Knights are in a power play or on a power play because Ryan Nugent-Hopkins got a double minor penalty for 4 minutes. 4 minutes for high-sticking Tomas Hertl, who limped off the ice, went to the bench. And because there was blood, they have called it a 4-minute penalty. All right. Theodore, wrist shot, score! It hit the post, and it goes in! They strike on the power play! Vegas with the 1-0 lead! Hertl getting fixed in the locker room. Carlson jumps into Hertl's spot. Nice tip in front. Theodore on the play. He goes the entire way. He's just trying to get inside. Carlson gets a tip. It goes out in front. It bounces in on Pickard. Oh. Dodgers are going to lose this fucking game to the bullpen. Fuck. All right.
I like how you go from happy to oh.
I know. All right, second power play underway for the Golden Knights, who have a 1-0 lead.
Alexa,
here we go. Barbashev. Filters to the left for Riley Smith. On the wall, together on the left wing, Connor McDavid. Trying to pry it free. It ends up with Hannafin, looped into the bumper inside. It misses Nick Raw, and that allows Darnell Nurse to clear it. Hertl's getting repairs in the locker room right now. So now the first power play is over. Second unit is on. All right, Ross circles the net. That passes up high to Riley Smith. Works to the point. Hannafin, opposite. To the bumper it goes. Into the skates of Riley Smith from Saad. That creates a 2-on-1. Janmark across the line. Janmark gets the puck up. Hannafin gets his stick on it. In the passing lane. Couldn't elevate it. Over to Connor Brown. As you can tell, Oscar, I'm excited. Carlson gets a tip on it, but does it go off Stone's leg before it goes to the back of the net? We're not sure there. On that last goal. A minute of power play time left for the Vegas Golden Knights. On the move, here comes Jack Eichel. Takes it across the line. Backhands one. That's too hot to handle for Hertl. Hertl is back on the ice. Got some repairs. Theodore accelerates. Theodore sprints. Save made by Pickard. Shea Theodore saw it and tried to take advantage. It created a mini breakaway, but Pickard saves it. Wow. Nurse was flat-footed there. Big save there. All right. And that's going to be a save by Pickard in traffic. Hertl is going to tuck one back to Theodore. That's going to be back to Eichel, down to the goal line. Dragged behind the net. Stone sets up Olofsson. Olofsson on the shot. Off the glass into the netting. And it's out of play. Do I sound like I'm on the mic?
Yes.
Okay. Damn, I really hear your fridge. All right, here we go. Play has started again. Good feed by Shea Theodore. Good effort by Adam Henrique to try and get the clear. Right back across the line. Here comes Eichel. Circles the net. Out in front for Hurdle. And he can't find the puck. He's tied up. That's going to allow the clear to go to the opposite way. Golden Knights were 4-0 against Minnesota. The Oilers, terrific comeback team. They won 3 games against the Kings. Kolasar is going to glove one down. And now hammering down the wall is McNabb. Frees it up to Kolasar. And it's at the corner by Pickard. Howden to the half wall. All the way back to the point. Gets the cycle going. Carlson behind the net. Throws one out in front. And Howden pokes it towards the blue paint. But off the stick of John Kleinberg. And that's out of harm's way now.
Ben.
All right.
Hulu.
Vegas, you can see them. There's pressure on the D, forcing Kleinberg. Kolasar creates the turnover, and that creates a long shift in the offensive zone for the Vegas Golden Knights. That's exactly what you want to do. You get Edmonton's top guys, Arvidsson, trying to get it to a good bounce, and Hill doesn't know where it is. He doesn't want to move so it doesn't cross the line, but it was underneath his pad there. Off the draw, shot off the post. Quick release. He almost tucks it in the corner. Evander Kane, we hate you. Fuck you. That's in the slot. Glove down by Frederick. Taken by Nick Raw. They offer it to Riley Smith. He'll carry it across the line. And good stop by Evan Bouchard on that shot. He's going to go center circle, cross the line. Nugent Hopkins tried to drop it. Try to find Kane. Frederick setting up in the slot. And it'll go to the back of the net. And now there's Darnell Nurse to wind it to Evander Kane in the trapezoid. He's having a tough time handling it. Fights through the contact of Zach Whitecloud. Gets it to Nugent Hopkins. Moving into Bouchard in the corner. He's going to activate Corey Perry. Off the end boards down in front. Trying to tuck one on net. There's Kane. Centering pass. Intercepted by Riley Smith. And he takes it out to the neutral zone. Better pressure for Edmonton. Pressuring Vegas. Vegas struggled on the forecheck, and it looks like Edmonton's trying to get that weakness. Draisaitl and Drulak creating a turnover. Carlson, hard angle shot, and that's a save made by Pickard.
Capital score.
Still tied. Overtime just started. All right, Eichel back to Stone. Backhands one in front. Tucked towards the net by Carlson, covered by Pickard. Woo, what a game, right?
Here, I watched the Capitals one.
All right, 13-13 to go. Good game so far. Okay, let me explain these stats on the screen. So, Vegas, you guys can see all these stats on the screen. One of the stats on the screen is you could see that Edmonton had more of the hits in the first round. Vegas had more shots in the first round. Both of these teams are kind of shot value teams. What's another stat I can point out here? Goals against. Vegas allowing a little bit more goals. Edmonton still at a 4.0, so I guess they're allowing a little bit more. Edmonton scoring more goals. Vegas scored less, but part of that is due to Darcy Kemper playing kind of poorly. Vegas on the power play did better than did Edmonton, it looks like. I think I'm right. But on the penalty kill, Vegas way better. Edmonton only 60% compared to Vegas. So that could give Vegas a little bit more. Vegas has depth where Edmonton is more top heavy. However, Edmonton is very fast. So what do I think Vegas has to do here? I think you got to shadow Connor McDavid and you got to shadow Leon Draisaitl. Is it easy? No way. Draisaitl.
Logan Thompson is playing tonight, Jason.
Yeah, I know. He hated it here in Vegas. But anyway, my dad met him. He said he was a dick. He was an asshole. But he ruined my flow. Okay, so Vegas has depth. The Oilers have speed. You got Darnell Nurse there. You got Hyman. You got all these guys. Vegas did well in that first pre-commercial break, because I think what it did was it showed, okay, look, how do I put this? What it showed is, look, Vegas is going to keep
43 people.
How many?
43.
Cool. Oh, God damn it.
But you know what happens if we get to 200?
Oh, we're not doing that.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. All right, to the right of Aiden Hill, loops it behind the net. Connor Brown centers one. Shot just wide, and I think it hit the post. Henrique.
Carolina wins game 1.
Oh. Ooh. All right, Frederick up the boards. It hops off of the stick of Kulak. So anyway, I think Vegas, they got to stop the speed of Edmonton. They got to stop Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, and that's just half the battle. Vegas is the better team in the third period in the regular season. They can come back. Edmonton is the king of comebacks, though. Came back against LA, down 2. All right, Caden Korzak out for Vegas, taking his shift, taking his Alex Petrangelo's place. His first ever playoff game. Moving in. Shot saved made on Podkolzin by Aiden Hill. Podkolzin used to play for the Vancouver Canucks. All right, both teams are going to change.
Slivinson or whatever his name is scored the
Oh, no way. That's crazy. I thought we were going to have to sit and wait for that overtime, but then they switched it to ESPN 2. There was another show that was supposed to be playing tonight. Moved by Hadafin. Barbashev plays it. Taken out.
And they're also now going to send it to ESPN now, too.
Oh, they are?
Yep, they're sending it to ESPN.
So it's the same guys?
Yeah.
Huh. That was weird. There was a pause, and then this guy said, "All right, Sean, thank you very much." It's because Sean McDonough said, "Oh, all right, now to Vegas," and we couldn't hear that. Uh-oh.
2-0.
I know. All right, here we go. Mark Stone shoots.
Shh.
Mark Stone! 2-goal lead for Vegas!
Shh.
Oh, score. Mark Stone for Vegas. Sorry, neighbors. Vegas off to a great start in game 1. Wow. Stone comes in. He times it perfectly. He lets the forecheck go by, creates the time and space, fake shot, hesitation, and then it's just along the ice. He gets this 5-hole. It's his. Wow. It goes into the back of the net. Vegas with 2 points. Vegas with a 2-0 lead. 4 goals in the postseason so far. McNabb a centering pass. Works his way to Theodore. Now rolling puck in the slot. Battled for it and settled down. Worked out by Arvidsson, but held in by Pearson. Arvidsson comes in the left-hand corner. Howden will wind it around, and Theodore will try and retreat. Mark Stone got the last goal, by the way. It wasn't Carlson, wasn't Theodore. It was Mark Stone. So 2 goals in this game already for Mark Stone. All right, centering pass. Save made by Hill on Adam Henrique. Now here's Darnell Nurse. And that shot is going to go around the boards onto the far post and out. Wow. Wow. All right, Keegan Colasar taking it away at the red line. Protects the puck. Rides it back. Nick Hague looks ahead to Brandon Saad. He'll go deep. All right. Stone doing what Bruce Cassidy said. They have to get the top line producing some offense. And now there's a penalty. It looks like a penalty on Edmonton, I'm sorry. And it looks like Stone gets chipped. Ryan Nugent Hopkins took a double minor for high sticking early in the first period. And now there might be a high sticking here. Mark Stone scored on that power play. Vegas going back on the power play with a 2-0 lead. Oh, no penalty on the play. So they're saying Vegas high sticked his own teammate. I don't think so. Oh, Hannafin clips Barbashev. So it's 2-0 Vegas. Huge bullet dodged by Edmonton. Wow. Any chats, Oscar?
No, I'm looking right now. No.
Yeah. Were you able to post a pregame?
Yeah.
Too late to post it on YouTube now, so I'll just post the recaps. You want a video or a photo?
Photo.
All right.
And do what I do. Just do the photo of like the halftime, like the intermission score. Right, intermission.
How do I find that?
Usually the team's Twitters will have like a graphic of it.
The Golden Knights don't post very much on Twitter.
Let me check.
And Instagram, you can't save the picture. You have to take a screenshot.
What about Facebook?
No, they don't. Vegas sucks at social media. And I'm not kidding.
And then you're probably gonna have to do it through the Edmonton Oilers Twitter then.
You know, Oscar, you know how they tell you?
Hey, I had to do it for the intern Barcelona one today. You know how much of a hassle that was?
Oh, no. It's not that it's a hassle. That's my rival.
But
you expect me to go to my rival's Twitter and give them views?
Barcelona's Real Madrid's rival, and I still did it. So try again.
Okay, but that's soccer. You didn't do it in hockey. Are they playing something else here?
You might want to go to ESPN.
Yeah, they're playing something about the NFL.
Well, now that the game is over for the Capitals, I think they're like, you know what?
I think so.
ESPN 2, back to regular programming.
Yeah, I think so. So I was listening to a commercial, and then I was like, wait, why am I hearing something about Brock Purdy? Close, bitch. Here we go. I was like, what the hell? And you didn't start commentating for me? All right, this is going to be handled by Eichel to the half wall to Carlson, calmly out to Shea Theodore on the outlet to Eichel. Eichel will go across the line. Shea Theodore will settle for the backhander. Jake Wallman steps in the way, taken away by Carlson with a stick lift, and now back out to the neutral zone. Kane was out there with Draisaitl and McDavid. They took Perry off that line. I wonder if it's for a shift or permanently. All right, Lindbergh been very good on the blue line for Edmonton. All right. They missed that. All right, Podkolzin crashes into the right wing corner. Arvidsson chips at the right wing. Kolesar is going to try the opposite side. Brings it up to Zach Whitecloud. He banks it right. There's Brandon Todd. And it goes around all of the traffic with Kolesar and Janmark. And it's going to be an offside. It was Jacob Slavin.
That's what Oscar. I said.
Oh, you said Slavin since I was like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure he said Slavin. And then ESPN just notified me.
Damn, that's terrible for the Capitals.
Oh, better for the Golden Knights. There's still round 2 on Thursday. Or game 2.
Who plays tomorrow?
Who
won yesterday?
Toronto.
So it'd be Toronto tomorrow too?
Yep.
Wait, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, because there's supposed to be a 4th game, no?
It will be
yesterday a doubleheader too.
Yes, it was. And I don't remember who. All right, behind the net, Wallman. He frees the puck. Trent Bragger keeps it moving, tries to get it to the zone. Now he squeezes it across the line. Olofsson puts it back where it was, behind Pickard. 6:45 to go in the first period. Damn, that went fast. Olofsson, a steal. Pearson moves in. Pearson, Olofsson. Back checking low was Connor Brown. And he disrupts the 2-on-1. Wow. Pearson tied up. He gets it to Hannafin. Slides it to Raw. Down the wall from Stone. Cuts it back to the point. Whitecloud, long wrist shot deflected wide. Howden might have gotten a piece of it. Stone will send it across. Pearson shoots. That was gloved by Wallman. Into the corner it goes. Henrique will put it behind the net. And now both teams are going to make a change here.
So the Maple Leafs will play game 2 tomorrow, and the Jets and the Stars play game 1 tomorrow.
Ooh. All right, McDavid with speed. McDavid looks to the circle. Rammed into the boards by McNabb. Good shove there. Corey Perry to Draisaitl. Further to McDavid in the corner. McDavid cycles to Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl will lead the league in goals this season. Now it's all the way back to the point. Darnell Nurse. He'll wind it deep to Corey Perry. He shifts to Draisaitl. Skates to stick to serve it. Bouchard will slap it across to McDavid. In the right wing corner. Worked over by McNabb and Hyman. He tries to free it up. Past Perry. Bouchard waits for it. Pressuring by the top group of Edmonton. Can they get the top? Carlson loses it to McDavid. Nurse, wrist shot. Wide it goes.
The $1,000 question: will Jason go to a Golden Knights game for the playoffs this year?
I doubt it. All right, Golden Knights needs a change.
I mean, your daddy.
My daddy might take his wifey. They weren't. They all of a sudden they were fighting. Now they're. You know how he is. He just lets her win every time. All right, it bounces to Arvidsson. Kulak comes down the wall. Here's Matthias Janmark. Arvidsson looks to center, poked towards the net by Podkolzin. And that's gloved by Hill. And there's a fight going on. first scrum here. Both teams are saying, how you doing? Meet my fist. Hello, fist. Nice to meet you. I'm his face. There's a scrum in front of Hill. Both teams are going to exchange shots, and this is just game one. Why do they love that song Baba O'Reilly by the Who?
Mm-hmm.
They were playing that last week too, and I was like, last weekend, why are they playing Baba O'Reilly? I mean, I love that song. I wonder where they got the name Baba O'Reilly.
No idea. Dude, whatever my grandma made me messed up my stomach bad.
You don't have any Pepto?
I do, but I also don't want to be in the bathroom for too long either.
Pepto makes you go to, I thought it makes you stop.
No, at first it clears out your system, so you're sitting.
Oh. Oscar, can you commentate for me? Yeah. That's God. Score. And go.
I repeat,
Ladies and
like,
gentlemen, that's a
Aaron,
goal flush.
at least I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be like Aaron, who's gonna take you to the
Yeah, I
take you
know.
to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
What the? And he says, "No, I just did that on purpose. I didn't actually use the bathroom." Bullshit. Maayapayan has stopped. The guy that I always watch Nordic, that I was watching last week, you know, he clips his things out during the live stream, and you can hear it too. I wonder how the shit he does it.
Probably with OBS, you can do more things during.
Oh yeah. Because I doubt that you can do that on StreamYard. If you can, fuck, we need to figure that out. All right, here we go. Pearson leans in. Pearson centering pass to Howden, but he couldn't take the shot. Looked like a good stick from Kane. Wow. Just enough to avoid a high danger chance for Brett Howden. Man, getting up to do your soccer streams is exhausting.
You didn't take a nap after the thing?
No, I had to do a couple things. And then I had to create the stream. And then I had to prepare the pregame.
At least my preview on YouTube is giving me traction. 454 views.
Wow.
Open stream. Okay, there we go.
Riley Smith on the left wing corner. It's going to be played around behind the net when Lindbergh banks it ahead. And now there's White Cloud. Can't create an icing call. Hannafin, Smith to Nick Raw. A little bit of a give and go there.
2-1.
Oh, you had to ruin it. All right, Connor McDavid in front. Score! Corey Perry off the feed from McDavid. Started by Draisaitl, and the top line scores, and Edmonton is on the board. McDavid gets away from the Eichel line. So McDavid and Draisaitl on the assist for that goal.
Oh man, my stomach is killing me.
If
I'm
you
hoping
need
I want my stomach to wait until the intermission period, the intermission break.
All right, 10 seconds. Gotta go. We hear you running. All right. Bridgewick turnover cleared out to neutral zone by Korzak. Emerson pressured by Hurdle. Kulak keeps it moving down the wall. And there's Kaden Korzak. Keegan Colasar Hurdle behind the net. Sets up, looks to center, plays it back to Korzak, looking for a shooting lane. Floors one towards the net. And that sticks in front. It goes just toward the right of Pickard. He tried to glove the puck. It hits off the glove and almost goes in. Now Korzak towards the net, and that just goes wide. It's Hurdle. And now tied up by Adam Henrique. He takes the puck away. Frederick taps it with his skates, tries to move it forward to Connor Brown, finds his way through Kolasar's check, stood up by Korzak, gets the puck to Connor McDavid. He's going to wind it all the way down. Here comes Bouchard down the wall. Stick lift on Carlson. Draisaitl will feed the point. Good stick by Mark Stone there. Got in the passing lane as Nurse tries to move it to Perry. He was in position for a one-timer. Draisaitl will knock it out of midair. Now there's a long reach by Darnell Nurse. Perry lets it float through. Hill will play it behind the net. Now Corey intercepts it, moves it to Draisaitl. 1:50 to go in the starting period. Back to Nurse, to Draisaitl. Try to give and go. That's taken away by Mark Stone from McDavid. That clears. Perry to McDavid. Back to Perry. Circles around the run around try. And it goes in the net. Perry looked like he might have scored a wraparound, but the net gets kicked off. Hill comes to his left because he thinks he's going to shoot it. As he does, Corey's trying to go for the wraparound, and Perry's trying to go for the wraparound, but the net goes off. Hill tries to push off to get to the back post, and the net comes off. That saves Vegas because that was a one-timer or a wraparound. Face off on Hill's right. Eichel and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins wins the draw. Hyman will control it. McNabb. All right, McNabb into the zone. The top line gets a change for Vegas. Eichel will bluff a forecheck. He goes back to the bench as well. Skates to the stick of Kleinberg. Nugent-Hopkins can't control it. Kleinberg has a good stick at the Vegas line. Howden goes the other way. Wrist shot, save Pickard. And he controls it.
Why did they go to commercial when it's 1 minute to go? Come on.
No, this is just a interlude. It's a sponsor message of the NHL.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
It's over. At least it's not CBS.
That is true.
God. And Dak walks onto the field, commercial. And now he picks up the ball, commercial. Now he throws it, commercial. All right, it's played back to the point, across to Hannafin. Goes into the slot, tipped wide by Olofsson, ends up at the far post, and out the half wall for White Cloud. Howden on the move, behind the net, centering pass into a lot of traffic. Nurse goes up the boards, can't get past Hannafin. Kulak's going to try it again. And Trent Frederick goes up. Frederick. And that's the end of the period. All right. We will give you our thoughts of the period and our recaps, and then we'll come back and we'll give you some more thoughts. Vegas leading 2-1. Corey Perry for the Edmonton Oilers, assisted by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. It's basically the two top best in the world. And in the playoffs, and then the top line for Edmonton, and Mark Stone with 2 goals. We will see you after the intermission. Okay, we're back. Wow. Let me go check the chat since Oscar's not back yet. All right, no comments. Thank you to the 47 of you watching. Really appreciate you. We are back. Yeah, I think Vegas did well in the first period. I thought the Vegas used their top line well. Jack Eichel using his speed, using his power. The Vegas defensive, players, Kolosar, Theodore, all those guys, Korzak, getting in there for getting, they did well at getting. There's a shot. It hits the post for Henrique. He draws iron. Just that close to a tying goal for Edmonton. Connor Brown will put it in the slot, taken by Nick Raw. The defensemen did well against Edmonton, keeping them at bay, stopping their speed. All right, Riley Smith in on the forecheck, takes the puck from Nurse. Riley Smith on the corner. Cycles it to Raw. Henrique the steal, or cycles it. Nurse will move it. Brown gives it away. Raw wrister just goes off the end boards. Handled by Brett Kulak. All the way past McNabb. Brown's there forced. All right, that's off the shoulder of Barbashev. Arvidsson, Bouchard to McDavid. Shoot, saved. Made by Hill. Oscar, I'm not sure where he is, but we're still here. He beats Hill, goes blocker side on Hill, but Henrique hit the post. It couldn't beat Hill, couldn't beat the post. That could have been 2-2. All right, McDavid in the corner to Bouchard. Moved by Corey Perry. Steps into by Theodore. All right, Oscar, no problem. If you need more rest and you need to skip the period, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Oscar not doing well. He's ill right now. The food must have been that good. But Oscar, if you need to skip this period, don't worry about rushing. I'll come back when you're ready. If you are. If you're not, that's fine. All right, now the top line. They are going to win the draw for Darnell Nurse for Edmonton. All right. There's a whistle there. Waiting for this to come back here. Commercial break. I'm getting a freaking Dr. Pepper. Don't tell Emily. Don't tell Baby Grill. All right. And here goes the puck to the other side. It looks like in here there's a battle in along the boards. And now Evander Kane is going to take it away. Got Perry on his left. He's trying to maneuver through the legs. And Whitecloud says no. Kane sweeps it towards the net. Off the stick of Kolosar on the outlet. Raw. All right, Connor McDavid at the half wall. Flips one up top. Bouchard works it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl finds it to Connor McDavid, and he just misses. He pivots. Reached by Eichel. He's going to work it around the boards. Bouchard on the right point. Big hit in the corner. McDavid is slow to get up. McNabb finishes that check on McDavid. You got to try and slow him down when you hit him. McDavid will drop it deep. Bouchard at the half wall. Then he goes behind the net. Hannafin will draw the reverse. Whitecloud's there. To the boards and still. All right. Kulak will tie it up at the red line. And there's a whistle there. All right.
All right.
Scared the shit out of me. All right. All right, how did on the fly there?
That's a short. What was that?
Off the stick of Pearson. Gets a return from Podkolzin. That's disturbed by Tanner Pearson. All right. Same corner. Chipped by Nurse.
1 hour,
Gets a
5
return.
minutes.
And now Janmark will bring it across. Arvidsson on his right. Janmark centering pass. Save made by Hill.
5 minutes.
Arvidsson put it on net. Terrific stick through traffic. And Hill right on the goal line. Fights to keep it out of the net.
Messages. Oscar Montiel. 1 hour, 5 minutes, you scared me. Approved. Message on your phone from Montiel saying 1 hour, 5 minutes, you scared me.
It's kind of like Tigger when he scares Pooh. You scared me. You scared me. I can't do it. You scared me.
But I think it was because my grandma put like a bunch of garlic on the pasta she made today. I think that's what's kind of.
Well, it could be cheesy too. All right, Wallman off the draw. Connor Brown off the half boards. Sauces up top. Wallman, wrist shot. Ends up in the right wing corner. Skated onto by Henrique. Uses the end wall. Brown pivots. Korzak. And okay, Henrique will pull it forward. Someone fell to the ice. Floats out to neutral ice. Wallman. Backpedal. Starts it back in. There's a shot saved by Hill. Blocker, rebound, pops off in the air on the cage. Trent Frederick wraps it around to the point. Lindbergh fields it deep. And Barbashev clears the zone. Penalty called. It's going to be Raw with no stick. He's going to get for holding.
Man, can it be Friday already so that we don't have to stream at all?
Fuck.
I think Friday this week is gonna be should be our off day.
Yeah, cause fuck.
Cause my plan is to take my final exam for my business law class on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Cause that is actually she's just gonna put it on Canvas and she has us do it whenever. We have until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday to get it done. So.
Oh. Yeah, because then Saturday we have the game. Oh, by the way, times in Edmonton are not decided.
Oh, by the way, I passed my econ exam.
Hey!
And I passed the econ class.
Yay! Now you could be an economist.
So now I have to worry about that accounting class. Whew.
So you're now a economics genius.
Not really. I barely passed it. I barely passed it with a 70%.
Oh, jeez.
Literally with a 70.4.
Oh. Got that bitch up to a 5. Huh. All right, McDavid across the line. One-man zone entry. Tied up by Carlson. In the clear by Whitecloud. Good job at that zone entry, taking away the stick from McDavid, keeping him on the wall. Vegas on the penalty kill. Nugent Hopkins gains the zone up top. Bouchard gets it. Give and go. Draisaitl and missed by Perry. Sends it to McDavid. Save made by Hill in the clear. It goes to the penalty back box and right back to the scorer's table.
Man, our best viewership for hockey yet, 46.
It was at 47 before. I thought about doing it on Facebook, but nah. All right, face off to the left of Hill, one up top to McDavid, one timer. Oh, it's directed to the corner by the glove of Aiden Hill. What a good save. All right, 50 seconds of power play time. Nugent Hopkins, and he's tied up by Stone. Floats all the way across, gathered in by Leon Draisaitl. Leading goal scorer in the NHL. Up top to Evan Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will gather it. Looks. Nugent Hopkins finds his way to McDavid. Connor McDavid on the near flank. Fend on the shot. And Brett Howden clears it. Miscue from McDavid as he fans on the shot. McDavid across the line, drops to Hyman. Puck shot blocked by McNabb. Cleared by Eichel. And that does it for the power play. Good job, Vegas. Nick Ross steps out of the box. 2 shots on the man advantage by Edmonton. The fans love the penalty kill here. Raw can't clear it here. And now Wallman feeds Arvidsson. Shot right through the crease. Doesn't miss the stick of Henrique by very much. Arvidsson back up top for Lindbergh. Stumbles. Lost his stick, but he gets enough of the puck to get it deep. And now here's Nick Raw. Off to Shea Theodore. Double teamed. Tied up by Arvidsson.
Man, 12:19 to go.
Fuck. Raw.
Hey, but this has gone really fast.
First period went faster. Eight minutes gone by in the second.
We will find in 1 week's time where will we be going for the NFL.
Whew.
Dude, honestly, if the Chiefs Commanders game is like in September, I think we should just go to Kansas City instead of you going to DC. It wouldn't make sense for you to do 2 trips.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't.
But if say we have to go to LA in December, then just come to DC in August and we'll just do the LA trip in December.
Yeah. Can Naeem come to LA his no-nut self?
Let's hope that he has a job by then.
Well, even if he has a job, it's his mommy we're afraid of.
No, it's actually his daddy.
Oh. All right. Draisaitl looks to center. Blocked by Eichel, carried up by Kolesar. Saad and Bouchard. Saad gets there first. Bouchard boxing it out. It's moved by Nurse around to Corey Perry.
I forgot to tell you a story of what happened a couple of weeks ago.
Hold on. All right, now the one touch off the Draisaitl stick. He's going to lose it to Whitecloud. Same side pass, handled on the boards by Kolesar. And now Tomas Hertl will wind it deep. Pickard will slow it down.
He ended up using his
Bryson.
he ended up using his nutticles for once.
Oh, nutticle. Shot blocked by Pearson. Whitecloud in the outlet. Pearson gets Hannafin on the move. Sent it by Kolesar. And now Darnell Nurse, open eye spike for Carson. Gets to the half wall, loses footing, tied up by Perry. And now Trent Frederick takes a big hit from Howden. It'll be icing if it reaches the goal line. It's not. Long reach to Olofsson. Leans in on Frederick. Centering pass. Oh, shot just missed by Eichel. He hits it to the glass. Best look for Jack Eichel. Caden Korzak, that shot is taken by Calvin Pickard. He swallows it. Well, cough it back out, Pickard.
Wow, their first commercial break of the period.
Wow, and it comes like 10 minutes in. I kind of wish they were like soccer, where they just played the whole 20 minutes.
Yeah, because dude, even when the ball is like out of play, they don't stop. They keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
Like they only pause for like 10 seconds and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
And then that's when like the commentary team would plug in, hey, this is what's coming up next.
Can you imagine if they actually did commercials? Holy shit. We would have been here till 5. Honestly.
Yeah.
All right, see you in an hour and a half, Oscar. Because it went forever today. It went half an hour longer.
Best day ever in my life.
No. Because I had to be there.
All because Barcelona got knocked out. And basically the coach was complaining. He's like, the referee was not impartial. I'm like,
oh my God, you're doing
like,
the Real Madrid thing.
I'm like, here we go.
I mean, you guys would do the same shit. Real Madrid does the same shit. I've never heard teams complain so much except the New Orleans Saints, Real Madrid, and fucking Kansas City and Real Madrid. Oh, and Barcelona. Bruce Cassidy makes me want a donut. Chocolate donut. Or Bruce Cassidy, the way he talks, it makes me want a donut, like a jelly donut, a glazed donut, a chocolate donut, something. Okay, imagine a dessert, like a kind of pastry.
I find you fascinating. You like donuts, but you don't like savory things with donuts.
No, I don't.
Again, you're fascinating. You're fascinating.
I don't like sweet and savory together. Only a limited amount of dishes, like a pie because the crust is not very sweet, or like, all right, the wrist shot doesn't get through. Hannafin keeps it deep.
I mean that explains why you don't like yourself, because you're sweet and savory at the same time.
I'm more savory. That's why I like myself. You know what's weird about me too? Edmonton power play now. And there's a Golden Knights penalty. They're going to try and tie the game up here. So a minor penalty for tripping on Zach Whitecloud. And it'll be another 2 minutes. The Golden Knights are going to have to kill this off. I also don't really like sweet breakfast. I always go for a savory dish. I don't know why. Because I love, like...
Same here. Like, I don't... Like, I'll eat oatmeal from time to time, but...
No, I mean... For example, if we go to breakfast, I'm more like an omelet or eggs and bacon or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm not as much pancakes, French toast, waffles. McDavid centering pass on net. Stick save Hill, another shot. Nugent Hopkins just missed. Bouchard, right point. Nugent Hopkins, left point. Straight away, Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins down to the goal line. Stopped on net by Draisaitl. And save made by Hill. Or shot on net. I can't speak.
Like, I'll eat oatmeal from time to time for breakfast.
The only oatmeal I like is that, you know, the one that had the little black dude on top of it? on the sheet on the
No, because I don't know what
package.
you're talking about because I've never seen it before. Well,
It's called Avenda Negrito. That's what we call it.
Quaker.
I don't know.
That's the only oatmeal that I know of is Quaker oatmeal.
All right, here we go. Bouchard back up top. He returns to McDavid. Down to the goal line goes Draisaitl. Bouchard. Oh, saved Hill. Rebound. Loose. Handled and cleared by Eichel. All right,
Damn.
Haig will race in. Hill will get there first. Brings it up the
If
board.
they stay 2-1, Hill is the MVP of this
Yeah.
second.
Glove saved Hill with traffic in front. Wow.
Alexa Golden Knight score. Okay, Alexa, stop.
What a big stop from Aiden Hill. McDavid finds a way to get the shot through. Hill flashes the leather through the traffic, misses the Bouchard shot. Perry ends up taking. Wow.
Saying that Bouchard shot was apparently calculated at 100 miles per hour.
Woo-hoo. Woo. Imagine that hitting you.
Shit.
That is not a puck you want to take. That is. Ooh. All right, that's to Nugent Hopkins down to the goal line. It's McDavid, circles behind the net, sets up Bouchard, loses it in his skates, recovers. Nugent Hopkins down to the goal line, try to backhand it, goes Hyman. It's tied up. Hill makes the save. And the officials can't see the puck.
By the way, still no comments.
All right, Nugent Hopkins can't keep it onside. There's Bouchard. Oilers forced to tag up. McDavid, quick stick from McNabb, denies the zone entry. Good job there. Bouchard back to his own line. 20 seconds to go on the man advantage. Draisaitl across. He protects the puck at the half wall, spins it up top. There's McDavid onside. Pivots. Good stick by Carlson. He gets the clear. Woof. McNabb has it. Off the left wing, glass and out. And Whitecloud is out. Whitecloud ahead of the field, out of the box with a shot. Shot by Carlson, blocked by Coussard. Carlson feeds the point. Theodore down to the corner. Carlson puts it wide off the feed from Jack Eichel, loses his edge. And now Nurse will transition. The group's tired from the power play. They're all going to go over the boards. Nurse has to settle for this.
7 minutes and a half to go.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, Nurse is back. Pickard. All right.
Okay, but what bone is he gonna see if he can fix?
I don't know.
Because he's a nurse.
Uh-huh. Is he a registered nurse, though? Oh, circles the net, trying to lead back. Kane providing pressure, of course. He gets it out across the blue line. He gets it back to Olofsson, all the way around the boards. He's going to go cross corner. Sods gates it on Wallman. There's Tomas Hertl.
1 hour, 12 minutes.
Is he a registered nurse? All right, nice. Take by Kolesar to the backhand. Sod to Kolesar. He's denied. Diving poke check from Wallman. Bouncing puck allowed off the stick of Kleinberg. Taken back by Sod. Sod after Janmark. Off to Tomas Hurdle. Wheels off the point, off the skates of Kane. Still onside. Return from Whitecloud. And now Saad gets on the net. It goes towards the back of the net. He tries to return pass. It's taken out by Kane. We do not like him. He's dick. No icing. Haig leads for Whitecloud. 6 minutes to go in the period. All right, a shot from Connor Brown. It's turned back by Hill. Now here's Raw. He takes it, and it's icing on the call. They're going to say Raw. They're going to say Raw did not get close enough to the red line.
Who's gonna win between the Jets and the Stars?
I'll give it to Dallas. Imagine it's Vegas and Dallas in round 3. Rematch of 23.
That would be very annoying.
I mean, I'm annoyed that it's Edmonton in the second round, honestly.
Dude, I think that would be the third year in a row, give or take, that they play each other in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, still. All right. That wrister goes wide for Raw. Hyman puts it to the high glass behind Pickard. All right, Nurse moved by Henrique, missed by Frederick, handled by Raw, taken back in. All right, I got to put the music up. Here, you do it.
Okay.
Because my mom's talking loud. Put it to like 8. All right, Frederick double teams. They get the puck to McDavid. McDavid will pivot. Feeds the point. Kulak. It stays onside.
100%.
Yeah, there you go. Off the top, Klingberg. Kulak. McDavid a minute in the corner. Back to Kulak. He gets the return. McDavid tries the return to Kulak. Denied by Eichel. McDavid pivots. He still controls it. Away. Centering pass right onto the stick of Hyman. Now here's Brett Kulak. Off the page of Wexler. Played by McDavid. Kulak across to Kleinberg. Now it's Draisaitl. Offensive zone time for the Oilers. McDavid circles. Spread it into the slot, and there's miscommunication with Kleinberg. Lindbergh gets his way across, backhands it deep. Hill stops it. Korczak tries to play it. And Carlson, it pops free. Tries to take it across the line. Brett Howden, that shot's going to be denied. Jake Wallman with the takeaway there. Mark Stone. All over Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Carlson takes it away. Fans on the shot.
3:20 to go.
Stick lift. And now ahead, intended for Corey Perry. Edmonton has to tag up. Korczak. Now pass. All right, Stone works over Wallman. Lindbergh tries to clear the puck. Wallman, hurdle, shot, blocked by Adam Henry. Back the other way. Here comes Kane. Offside.
Go, and they go into icing.
No, it's offsides.
And they go to commercial. Dang, the second commercial break of the period.
Wow.
Oh, dude, but watch them flood the stupid ass third period with stupid ass commercials too.
Oh, come on. Are you really trying to jinx it?
I'm just speaking truth.
Oh, okay. When I drink tomorrow's game, don't get mad because I'm speaking my truth.
You don't speak truth. You speak delusion.
No, I don't. I said the Golden Knights wouldn't make it to the past the first round, didn't I?
You called the Dodgers the best team ever. Literally the day after they got blown their doors off.
Because hold on, let's see. Alexa Dodger score.
No, it was when Dustin May played.
Alexa, Dodger score. Well, now they're the worst team ever.
Yeah, but then tomorrow you're gonna say, yeah, best team ever.
Well,
Watch.
that depends. What if I don't like the way they win?
It doesn't matter. They barely won the other game, and you were like, yeah.
But I like the way they won.
What?
I like the way they won.
I'm just gonna leave that alone. Don't get the Coke, Oscar. You did so well.
Get the Coke. Get the Coke. Get the Coke. Get the Coke.
The
Come
game
on.
is back on.
Yeah. All right. Connor Brown in the slot under the stick of Emerson. He's got a retreat. It goes across to Nurse. Takes it in. Bounces around behind Hill. Abdul in the corner. Frederic in the corner. Tomash taken away by Hannafin. Tomash Hurdle. And now Kolasar will peel back. Pass intended for Zach Whitecloud, intercepted by Brown. He'll get it deep. Hannafin can now maneuver. He's got room. Leaves it for Whitecloud. Uses the cage. Whitecloud cruises up the center. Gets to the blue line from the red line. Winds it deep. Klinberg there. Janmark tries to get the pass past Kolosar. Klinberg across the line. Check from behind and knocks to the ice by Brett Howden. Here's Janmark. Reaches, loses it. Pearson tries to get it to Howden. It's Woolman with it though. And now a hit by Matthias Janmark. Draw pass by Carlson, I think, off the top of the net. Caught by Hill. 3-on-2 the other way. Pearson looks to center. Olofsson was all alone. But he gets denied by Woolman. Theodore, long wrister. And now here's Pickard. Janmark goes back.
A lone shot. Let's see.
Only one shot in this period for the Golden Knights.
14-1.
Wow.
14 for the Oilers, 1 for the Golden Knights. Damn.
Jeez. No goals have been scored though.
1 minute to go.
Connor McDavid right back across the line. He shoots. That's blocked by Theodore. And Theodore is going to take the puck away. Gets support from Jack Eichel. Kulak can't hold it in.
Oh, come on, Carlson. Why did you have to go off sides?
Damn it.
With like 50 seconds to go. Really?
I'm falling asleep.
There is also a blessing in disguise that your grandma's no longer there. At least you know that you won't be having her conversations in the background.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mind that she's not cooking for me no more. I'm not spoiled this week. And I don't like it.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, next year when I go to Vegas, we'll see how that goes.
That's gonna be fun. I'll take you to my daddy's. Hopefully, he's not with his wife at that point. Yes, I said it on stream mode, man. No one likes her. Just saying.
By the way, so Jack Eichel, Noah Hannafin, and
Connor
Connor
McDavid.
McDavid are the top three out of the five.
Oh, the
Actually, three out of
2015 draft.
the top five of the 2015 draft.
Wow. There's always been a rivalry that the media made between Jack Eichel and Connor McDavid. Oh, Jack
No,
Eichel, Connor McDavid, Jack
No,
Eichel.
that's what in every sport. That's what they do, Jason. For the first overall pick versus the second, that's always been a thing. And
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, that's how. Why do you think that people were hyping up the Jaden Daniels and
Caleb
whatever the
Williams.
dude from Chicago, Caleb Williams thing?
Even though I was mad that was like Caleb Williams, really? Over Jaden Daniels? Okay. Bouchard tries to get to Kulak, swept in by Draisaitl. Handled now by Shea Theodore. Final half of the period. McDavid onside. McDavid leads it for Bouchard. Blocked. Kulak still onside. Try to give it up to Bouchard. Good stick by Mark Stone. Now Theodore. Now to McDavid in the corner. Rolling puck to Kulak. He'll drive one. It's deflected. Just high and wide. Zach Hyman gets a redirect and nearly snuck it under the bar. Until we found out it was too young and it couldn't go under the bar.
Oh,
Oh,
what was that joke? What the fuck?
what was that?
What did you hear?
Because he tried to sneak it under the bar of the crossbar.
Yeah, I got that, but what was your joke? Because I heard the last part of it.
I said, I want to get to, I don't, but I said, oh, he's trying to get to under the bar, but he's too young to get under the bar.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Face off to McDavid, his shot
the end of
blocked
the
by
period.
Colasar. And that ends the period. A lot of shots in this period,
1 hour 36 minutes.
but Cal Pickard did not let one pass. Vegas Golden Knights did not have a great period. Wow. Edmonton held them to one shot. Not happy with that. We'll go over this in our period recaps. We will be right back. Okay.
Oscar Montiel. More options. Oscar
Ah.
Montiel. Stop cam.
Okay. No comments. So, I will leave it. We'll put it down a little bit. Okay. Golden Knights. I wasn't too happy with them in the second period. I thought that Edmonton owned that period. Obviously, 14 shots to 1. I think Aiden Hill had too much work to do. I thought, the Golden Knights need to attack. They cannot sit back against this Edmonton team. They are going to shove themselves down your throat. They're going to force you to lose, and you're going to lose. They're going to make you pay if you sit back and chillax against this team. And I thought that's what we saw from Vegas in the second period. And here we go.
Boy, Jason's not happy. Well, Jason's not happy about a lot of things. He's not happy that the Dodgers lost today.
Oh,
He's not
shut the
happy that
fuck up. Oh, fuck
he's
you.
not happy that he doesn't have a
Fuck
life.
you. Oh, no, I'm already used to that. Fuck it.
He's numb.
Yeah. But I'm more numb than what the dentists make you when they hurt you. Oh. All right.
He's not. He's
Olasar with the one
not
touch
happy at the
and
fact that
block,
I'm leaving
and
him again.
Raw with a one-timer. Oh, what a touch from Kolasar. He misses the net. Why am I not happy?
That I'm abandoning you.
Hey, why are you leaving me? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? What have I ever done to you this year? I said this year. I haven't humiliated you. Sets up Bouchard for a shot. Fluttering shot off the skate. And Hill. Wait a minute. They bank it in off of Hill.
Oh boy, here we go.
Draisaitl. He throws it in front. It banks off Aiden Hill into the net, and we're tied. I was about to say save Aiden Hill. So McDavid carries the puck up ice. Draisaitl does a little pick on Eichel to give McDavid a little bit of space. The shot comes through. Draisaitl grabs it out of midair. It hits the ice, and he throws it off of Hill's pad and into the back of the net. Wow, it's a bank shot from below the goal line. Draisaitl ties this at 2. Wow. They couldn't beat Aiden Hill in the second period, but a freak goal does. Draisaitl just throws it out of front, and he knocked it out of mid-air. Kareem's into the net off of Aiden Hill. Wow, Frederick in the right wing corner. Hill on Stone on Adam Henrique. Wallman, broken stick, back to the point. The pass to Eichel. Going across the line. Pearson centers one. Just misses Stone. It's handled by Korzak on the right wing half wall behind the net. ESPN, I don't need you to tell me what I already know. Fuck you. All right, fire to the right point. It's intercepted by Stone. Feeds the right point to Korzak.
You're the one that enables those notifications. You can disable those like a normal person.
I don't have time when I'm commentating. Bouchard.
It's called doing it before you dumb. Oh my god, I can't believe
But I want to know when they score. When the Golden Knights score.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
it's a double whammy because if something happens, you find out if something negative happens regardless.
Okay, but there's no setting that says, hey, don't worry me about Edmonton, just worry me about Vegas. There's no setting like that.
At that point, I just disable things regardless. You're watching the game anyway.
I know, but I like to get preemptively excited or preemptively sad. But now they're making me post. Now they're making me post sad. Oh, gee. Let me drink some soda for you. Don't tell Emily, but I got a Dr. Pepper. Don't tell baby girl. All right, McDavid across the line. He drops one left. Draisaitl off the skates of Perry. And it goes wide. Corey Perry behind the net. Down to the ice. Braden McNabb with the hit. The takeaway on Riley Smith. Off the stick of Howden. Turned back by Darnell, registered nurse. Protected by Shea Theodore at center circle, tosses it in.
What are you laughing at?
I said, taken away by Darnell registered nurse.
Oh.
All right, back to McDavid. Here's Perry off to Draisaitl. The one-timer's denied. A block by Noah Hannafin. Man, this line's really feeling it. The speed through the neutral zone. The Vegas defense has to slow this line down. If Pietrangelo was here, they would be doing it. Bouchard. Miss puck. Podkolzin. Now Arvidsson, he almost banks it in. And Arvidsson behind the net. Swept out by Zach Whitecloud. Cycles deep. Moved all the way around to the right point to Evan Bouchard. Launches one off the end boards. Kareems to Arvidsson. Centering pass. Save made by Hill on net. And now Hill weaves his way through the left point. Gets it for Olofsson. Pass to puck to Saad. And it's going to be moved by Tomas Hertl back towards Victor Olofsson. But it finds its way through to Podkolzin. Gets the return. Winds it deep. Oh. Vegas has to get the puck in the offensive zone. They've just been attacked by the Oilers. Lindbergh throws it cross corner. Shea Theodore's there. Ivan Barbashev cannot clear it. He's going to be denied by Nugent Hopkins. Rounding it around the boards on the near side. McNabb, Keegan Kolosar loses it. Nugent Hopkins will play it back. And now room for Klingberg. Goes away from the Barbashev's forecheck. The crowd trying to urge the team on. Edmonton has carried play. And it's been for a while, and icing is the call. It's because, you know that cheesecake bread thing? That little pastry?
Yeah, what about it?
I ate just a piece of it, and dude, you know when you get that pain in your chest when something goes down wrong?
Yeah.
That's what I had, and then it, like, I couldn't breathe right for like a while, and that's why I got that hiccup and burp. Oh, man, it hurt.
I'll be right back and I'll get some water.
Okay. All right, Draisaitl will try to clear the zone. Draisaitl will keep it on sign, supported by Nick Raw, and he flips it out. Bouchard will bank it ahead, taken away by Barbashev. That's nice. 5 minutes gone by in the third period. It is the 2-2 tie in game number 1. Draisaitl will snap it fast to Perry into the glove of Hill. He will keep the play moving. Change. Whitecloud put it off the skates of Eichel. Now this goes ahead. Eichel in front of his own bench. Misses Hannafin. The Golden Knights are just disjointed. They don't have enough energy to get on the offense because Edmonton's coming right back as soon as they dump it in at the red line. They got to go for a change. They've been defending for the last minute. They can't even get to the offensive zone. Here comes Nurse on the attack. Nurse through center. Across the Vegas line. Connor Brand toe drags. Oh, it's just wide. Backhanded. Penalty called. Brown contacted the goaltender. It's a delayed call against Edmonton. On net. Just got it wide. Riley Smith. And Carlson with a shot pass. And Smith gets a piece. Pickard. Looks like he got it to the corner. It'll be a Vegas power play. So 2 minutes for goaltender interference. This can't come at a better time for Vegas. Slowing down the pace of Edmonton. You gotta slow them down. All right. Offensive zone draw is won by Adam Henrique. Puck's going to clear. And Theodore circles his own net. Trying to watch Hurdle in the middle of the ice. Vegas likes to use it. Eichel. A pass left wing side all the way in. Turned off Picker. He takes it off himself. Already the first 30 seconds killed off by the Edmonton Oilers of the penalty. All right. To Stone. Take it to Theodore. Wrist shot gobbled up by Pickard. Poor setup by Vegas on this power play.
Man, on one hand, I'm happy that we don't drive because, dude, if we were to drive at night, oh my god, how tough would that be?
Depends.
Falling asleep behind the wheel, like shit.
All right. Like we take that for granted.
My sister has a dilemma this weekend.
Oh.
But here's the thing, I won't be able to help her because I got exams to study for. So, ooh.
All right, Eichel moves in. Wrist shot blocker save Pickard. Eichel almost got the near post. Nurse goes down. Eichel down the wall. He's going to absorb Bouchard's contact. Mark Stone's going to move it. Nurse is going to be out of his reach. Olofsson will put it behind. Off the stick of Evan Bouchard. Eichel feeds the point to Theodore. Across one-timer. Olofsson saved Pickard. Olofsson will gather it in the right wing corner. Trying to get one up top. There's a rolling puck held by Shea Theodore. Olofsson again. Walks it in. Shoots one off Pickard's stick. Now on to Eichel. 40 seconds on the power play. Eichel trying to center one on the backhand to Hurdle. Theodore down. Checked by Stone. Oh, just outside of the net. All the way back up top goes Theodore. Theodore on the drive by Olofsson. That stopped in front with Nurse on the block. Hurdle, the retrieval. Theodore takes it across to Jack Eichel. Eichel down to the goal line. Stone out in front. Save made by Pickard. And there's a pile up in the crease. Hurdle pays the price on that one. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Pickard with some good stops here. Couple of key stops. He gets a good one on Hurdle. He gets it to on his left pad. Make sure it doesn't go underneath. Hurdle was sticking away. Nurse doesn't like the way he got on him, but hockey. I mean, can the Golden Knights gain momentum off this power play? Take this momentum and carry it on into the regular third period. Off the penalty. I don't know. McDavid on the draw. To the right, to Pickard's right. To the right of Pickard. Carlson wins it for. Oh wait, nope. We got a false start.
1 second, Jason.
Carlson with support from Riley Smith. Picked free by McDavid. He skates it out himself. Now here's Theodore. Waits for help. Area pass for Zach Hyman. Hyman leaves it behind the net. Checked by Hannafin. Dug free by Theodore. Played ahead to Brett Howden. Riley Smith will skate the stick. Pickard leaves it in the same corner for Klingberg. He'll reverse. Howden will arrive there first, so Riley Smith will take it. Checked by Klingberg. Wallman to the poke check as well. Carlson joins the battle. It pops over the stick of Draisaitl or Hops off to the neutral zone. Back across. Riley Smith looks for help towards the net. That's blocked by Wallman. Handled by Leon Draisaitl. And now Klingberg settles it down. Both teams are going to change here. Matthias Janmark into Colasar's shoulder. Gets it deep. All right, Barbashev over skated. Raw gets it to him to the left wing corner. Leans in on Kulak. But take it through center. Evander Kane. Arvidsson. Off the shin guards. On the back checking. Keegan Colasar. Midway point of the third period. Vegas hasn't done jack shit. Kulak around to Bouchard. Center circle. Henrique drops. Loses his balance. White Cloud. Frederick misses the net. Henrique shoots it high and wide. All the way around to registered nurse. Puts it on net. Frederick off his stick. From the poke check of McNabb. There's White Cloud. He gets it to Nick Raw. And there's another defenseman losing his balance. Almost cost Vegas a goal. White Cloud goes down in the middle of the ice. What a bad time to go down. It almost cost them.
Never thought I would have to eat one of these stupid ass healthy ass snacks to keep me up. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to eat healthy snacks. Although I do love the chocolate chip granola bars. You know, if Naim's nuts were hockey pucks, the women wouldn't have such a hard time getting them because they don't move very fast. Get it? Because they're easy to take. So, hey, you know how a tennis ball moves really fast on a court?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if Naim's balls were tennis balls. You might as well not use them. They're ineffective. Oh! Oh! I wonder how many no-nut jokes we've said this year. Woo! I would say about 10,000. I wonder how many we said in Denver. God damn. Poor Naim. I like how me and you at Las Tortas were dying, and he was just like, whatever. Neutral zone draw. All right, midway through the third. Tied at 2. Game number 1, all the way around to Darnell, registered nurse. I don't know what. Zach Hyman off of stick from Hannafin, swept up by Sod, and he clears it. Nugent Hopkins off to Klingberg. Nice pivot from Sod. Take, getting some space there. All right, Nurse takes it. Hyman behind the net. Another good stick for Hannafin there. Moved by Tomas Hurdle, skated free by Olofsson. He's going to launch it rink wide. Hopes for Hannafin. Turned back by Klingberg off Kane's stick. Gets the return. Skates the stick. Center just wide. Down to the corner by Hill. Thrown into the glove of Hill on the near side. Behind the net. Out in front. Kane centers it. Tied up is McDavid. McDavid with the stick lift. Stone sweeps it ahead. Eichel has it across the line. Boy, I'd love one of those two to score. Bouchard throws it down low to Woolman. Perfect position. Plays it off the left wing glass. McNabb takes it right back in. Here's Woolman to Bouchard. Off to Corey Perry. Woolman snaps it. He skates the stick for Corey Perry. Taking away from McNabb. Drives the puck ahead to Tanner Pearson. And Bouchard stopped at the red line. Now room for Draisaitl across the Vegas line. Takes the pass well behind McDavid. Brett Howden takes the rush the other way. Good back check by Draisaitl after the turnover. Takes it out to Smith all the way around. 50-50 puck off the stick of Carlson. Played it back to Caden Korzak. Goes to the corner. Riley Smith. He's checked. And there's Janmark. Huh?
8:10 to go.
Oh, okay. Damn, I can hear myself echo. All right, Kolasar off the stick of Kolasar, who will recover, taken back by Podkolzin. Oh, that's a big hit. Wow. Moved by Raw off the stick of Kolasar, handled by Wallman, right back where it was, behind Aiden Hill. Korzak, a good job to keep it deep, getting help from Haig there. Hops along the shove to Barbashev. Here goes Nick Raw. Kolasar with speed. Wallman's back. Kolasar goes to the far corner, leaves it behind the net for Nick Raw. Raw with room, snaps it up top. Whitecloud a drive. It's blocked on the way in by Trent Frederick. Allowed by Barbashev. One timer. It goes just wide from Whitecloud. It was tipped in front from Raw. Now Barbashev fields it deep. Here's Kleinberg softly behind the net. And now there's a pass for Adam Henrique to the red line. Backhanded cross corner. And Frederick pressures Whitecloud. And now intercepted by Henrique. Olofsson losing control of the puck as he crosses the line. There's Saad, allows Brown to break the other way. A little bit of a shimmy shake. Winds it behind the net. Off Booker's stick. Poke checked by Kulak. Whitecloud is there. And now to Olofsson. Vegas has done good at exiting their zone in this period. They're not allowing Edmonton to get a lot of zone time. It's more 50-50 across the line. Nugent Hopkins with a drive from Evander Kane. Kane shoots. There's a shot on net in over 10 minutes. Save made by Hill. And he controls the rebound. There's a battle for it in the corner. Nugent Hopkins will chip it. Haig. And block stop by Nick Haig. Olofsson. And that's ahead to Saad. End of the shift. Saad squeezes it across the line. Break back though. Room for Hyman. Zach Hyman will find the trailer. Darnell Nurse off the pad of Hill. Kulak puts it towards the net off the sticks of Hyman to the front. Theodore moves it. Intercepted by McDavid. Bit of give and go. Couldn't get it back to him. Here's
5:40 to go in the third period.
Now here's Eichel. Eichel will win the puck. Pearson clears the zone. 5:40 to go in the third, as Oscar says. Kleinberg to the red line. Across the line. Perry drops for McDavid. Blocked by a sliding Braden McNabb. McNabb gave it up, and McDavid shot goes wide. Howden the other way. Right side of the right wing corner. Now there's Wallman. Bouchard leaves it. 5:15 to go in the third. Back out to the neutral zone. And that's played by McNabb. Game-saving block. McDavid was coming down the slot. Smith centers. It's across to Howden. Howden will play it off the stick of Pickard. And Carlson's going to pressure Wallman. McDavid. Podkolzin into the red line. Slings it in. Hops over Arvidsson. Arvidsson has it back at the half wall. It was Hannafin. Good stick for Matthias Janmark, former Golden Knight, trying to feed Podkolzin. Janmark has the puck. Janmark all the way out to the blue line, off the stick of Carlson. He's going to take it away. Riley Smith can't get a deep pass from Nurse. Away from Nurse. Now here's Podkolzin. Trying to beat Vegas while they change. Janmark the reversal. Feeds it through to Kulak. Brown will carry it to the half wall. Long wrister. That's going to be blocked by Haig. 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Haig will bank it ahead to Kolasar. Nick Raw in front of the Edmonton bench. Gets one to Kolasar. It's in the right wing corner. Bouchard to the reach. Kolasar throws it off the Pickard. He had to go post to post to knock it down with his glove. Adam Henrique flips it up along. I can't tell where that is. It pops free to Frederick. He's just going to take it out to the red line, send it out there. Shea Theodore on the back pedal with the forward line changing. He's going to toss it in. Saad will accelerate behind the net. There's Olofsson. At the half wall, it goes off the stick of Brown. Saad recovers. Centering pass is intercepted. Kane drops it. Connor Brown. And Saad will look up ice. Across the Edmonton line. A good stick by Darnell, psychiatric nurse.
3-2.
Oh,
Western Oilers.
fucking A. All right, so Hyman, shot, score. Zach Hyman will rip it home, and Edmonton has the lead. Wow. Vegas will lose game 1. Oh, boy. Okay. Glove side on Hill, off the post and in. Hyman's third of the playoffs. He puts Edmonton up 3-2.
Damn.
Wow.
The Golden Knights had a 2-0 lead and they let it go. What the fuck?
The defense,
See,
lack
this
of
is what happens when you only have one shot on target the entire second period.
And then also when you stay in your own zone, and when you don't get out, you don't exit, and when you basically allow your defense to get tired because you're trying to pressure them and you're not able to generate enough offense. "2021 was the last time they lost a game with a multi-goal lead in the playoffs." All right, McDavid. One touch to himself behind the net. Whitecloud will leave it for Hannafin. 2.5 minutes to go. All right, Aiden Hill, will he leave? To the bench. Carlson. He's going to force it deep. He'll put it behind the net, hoping for Barbashev. That's denied by Kolak. It'll pop free to McNabb. Couldn't keep the shot up, though. Taken out of the skates by Carlson. Fights one through the crease. Barbashev goes to the line on the right wing corner. There's Jack Eichel. Backhands the pass. It's a cross. Then he gets a return. Eichel feeds Theodore. That shot off the stick of Pickard for Carlson. Handled by Jack Eichel. For Barbashev. Sweeps it towards the net. That's blocked by Bouchard.
Game over.
All right. All right, Brown scores. The insurance for the Oilers. Courtesy of Connor Brown. I mean, wow. They take the middle of the ice. They keep Vegas on the back end. They go on the attack. So he's off to the races. Vegas was out there for a long shift. Good move by Theodore. But he shoots it glove side on Hill. Brown gets the insurance marker. It's 4-2 Edmonton. All right. That's the end of the game.
Let's wait until they hit the 1 minute mark at least.
Okay. All right. 1:46 to go. A lot of fans, but the fans are headed towards the exits. Okay. All right. It's over. Eichel. Should I even commentate? Check on Nugent Hopkins.
No.
All right. Post game. Hold on. Absolutely bull crap, horrendous play by these Golden Knights. This is again. All right. So let me put my thoughts this way. When they got beat by Minnesota in the first round, game number 1, they still came back and won it. So they haven't lost a game where they've lost game 1. So could we use that as Golden Knights fans and go, oh my God, we could do this? Sure. An absolute disaster of a game for this team. Is this going to be another series where it's going to be, oh, they do bad the first 2 or 3 games and then they win like 3 or 4 straight?
They won game 1 though, Jason.
But I'm saying in 2021, we're talking in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listen, is this going to be where, oh, they're going to lose game 1, game 2, and then go and win the next 3 or whatever, or the next 4? Maybe. But I don't like that. I'd like the Golden Knights to be able to win a couple and then go, oh, you know what? We could lose 1 and then, okay, we'll win the next one. Bad defensive coverage at the very end. It's poor defense.
Poor defense since the second period, dude. Honestly, it wasn't even the third period. It started in the second period because they just kept on getting peltered.
Yeah, and Aiden Hill had too much work to do. He was completely off his game in the third. Bruce Cassidy getting the shifts too tired. So I don't know why he just kept them there. And then the Golden Knights, again, problems on turnovers. Again, puck management. Again, mishandling plays. Mismanagement there. They did a better job in the third at getting out of their own zone. They did a better job at getting to the O zone. They did a better job at trying to get pucks to the net. But guess what? The Oilers used their speed and used their power. And Zach Hyman and Corey Perry and Draisaitl and whoever else scored. Guys, look, they kept the Vegas Golden Knights at bay. The Golden Knights were just kept at bay, and it was a shitty game by these Golden Knights. And maybe they'll clean it up, but this was a complete and utter defensive and offensive disaster. Now that freak goal by them, it still would have been a 3-2 loss. I don't think the Golden Knights can win if this is how they're going to keep playing. But we'll have to see. I don't want to say it now. I think they're going to lose the second round only because if they keep playing like this, what did they keep saying on ESPN? What have I kept saying, Oscar? You cannot take a back seat to the Oilers. Why? Oh, I don't know. It's 4-2. You want to know? Maybe that could be the fucking reason why. Because they're going to make you pay.
Yeah.
That's why. And I'm tired of these Golden Knights. Like, oh, keep going. You're fine, Golden Knights. Oh, you're great. Well, no, don't give them that. Let them know they sucked. Oh, they did great in the first period. Really? What did they do in the second? Oh, I don't know. Allowed to go. Oh, what did they do in the third? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's the final. 4-2. Absolutely horrendous play by the Golden Knights. Terrible game. It was everything to not do against the Edmonton Oilers, and they did it all. So, wow. Stupidity on ice. Yep. Stupidity on skates. All right. We got a stream tomorrow. Let me get to the end stream. We got a stream tomorrow. It is the second leg of the UCL Champions League semifinals between PSG and Arsenal. I think it'll be Arsenal PSG, whatever it is. Inter Milan FC won today, and they beat out Barcelona. So there you go, Barcelona fans. Enjoy that. Tomorrow it's PSG and Arsenal. Who will win? Hopefully they don't play as disastrously stupid as the Golden Knights. Different game. Anyway, we'll be streaming that 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Be here, be queer like Aaron. Don't do that. Thanks for watching. Good night.